extraordinary music.
What's going on, Masterclass family? This is your boy, Mr. Adams, bringing you the Masterclass Trade of the Day. Today is May 4th, 2018, and today we're going to do the Masterclass Trade of the Day on McDonald's. Now, obviously, for those of you who were active today, there were a lot of trades today that did amazing. I mean, the market as a whole completely spazzed out. Everything went higher. All of the alerts worked, the watch list worked. I mean, you could have threw money on just about anything. If you called it at the right time today, you could have made a profit. But today I'm going to highlight McDonald's because my McDonald's was a stock that hit my 5-to-1 scan. So starting off with McDonald's, first and foremost, the one thing that we want to see on a 5-to-1 trade is previous day's consolidation. And as you can see, yesterday on Thursday, which was the third, McDonald's did consolidate a good portion of the day. That consolidation gave us a doji on the daily chart. But as it pertains to the 5-minute chart, when we go into today, we can see that McDonald's had our standard gold merit setup. All of your moving averages are tightly compressed together, and it was their way throughout the night and into the morning. The 200-day moving average ran right into the merit levels, so I would consider that to be a threesome. When you have a pivot point, daily high, and a 200 together, and a break above that, that's a threesome of a situation. Below, we have our dual money flow, both in the aftermarket and the pre-market. Both of the money flows were positive. And you can see that you had the MACD consolidation until the market opened, and then you had a positive MACD. So from this chart alone, you had quite a few things going for you. On a 5-minute chart, you got a positive MACD, you got dual money flow, you have a gold situation with small candles that are breaking out slowly but surely to the upside. They're not large, they're small, predictable, and concise. You could have entered after the close of the first candlestick, or you could have entered on the third candlestick, which closed above the merit levels, and you would have been in this trade a good portion of the day. The other thing that I have on the chart here is the regression channel. This is the upper regression channel, the middle, and the lower. So what I've been doing for the merit setups, I've been making sure to check to see if the middle regression channel is near the merit levels. Because if the upper regression channel is at the merit level, that's a sign that the stock is at a lot of resistance. But when I find opportunities to where the merit levels here are close to the middle level, then the upper regression channel gives me a target, if you will. So I like to find stocks to where the middle regression channel is near the merit levels to give me a better risk reward situation, at least on a 5-minute. Let's take a look at the stock on all of the different time frames. So looking at McDonald's on the daily chart, as you can see here, I'm going to just blow this up for one moment, maximize the screen. We can see that the MACD on the bottom was positive. We can see that there's a triangle being drawn here. So McDonald's has recently broken out of the triangle on earnings. It came back and tested that triangle as support for the most part and went higher. Another reason why McDonald's went higher is that they recently had a buy analyst kept the rating of the stock at a buy, and they increased the stock price target to like 190 or something like that. So along with good earnings that caused the gap up, you also had a really good catalyst regarding analyst ratings. Okay, so you have positive MACD, you have a gap up, which is good for earnings, a pullback to the support within the triangle. Okay, so that's everything that's taking place on the daily chart. If we take a look at the 30-minute chart, we can see that from Thursday, McDonald's has had a positive MACD, and we've had a falling wedge on the 30-minute chart. So we have a falling wedge over the last couple of days. This activity here indicates that it had broken out of that wedge pre-market and went higher. If we take a look at the 15-minute chart, I have a naked 15-minute chart here that shows today that the MACD also was positive, and McDonald's, when it opened, bounced off of a naked support area, which was once resistance last Thursday and Friday. You see how I was able to perfectly draw this line straight across showing what was resistance and how it became support for the stock. It was support all Thursday, and I held that support Friday morning, and it went higher. Last but not least, we take a look at the hourly chart. We can see that the MACD was positive as well for the last 48 hours. The levels held the support that we drew from the 15-minute. Now, ideally, we like for a stock to already be above the Ichimoku cloud, but in this situation, there was a lot of other positive factors that still contributed to this stock going higher, and that's exactly what it did. To take a look at the options chain, when I saw McDonald's this morning, I felt that 165 would be a good target. And excuse me, I'm sorry, 162 would be a good target considering the open price was 159.95, and those contracts were at 5 cents. When the order was placed, it was placed at 14 cents, and the contracts went as high as $2.93. So the contract opened at 5 cents and went as high as $2.93. This was a phenomenal trade. I think the trade that we had taken was about a 20-1. Whether you took the trade for real or whether you paper traded it, it was an exciting experience if you took the trade, knowing that you sized it up right and you're able to execute. With that being said, I think the 20-1 on that was about 2,000%. You can also see here that the calls that were purchased are 22,535 calls to 7,100 puts. The PC ratio was 0.31, showing that this is a very bullish stock. And I believe that McDonald's is going higher. So McDonald's is our masterclass trade of the day. Dominate.
SinBstyle.com